Happy Oscar Sunday! It's Noah's Oscar pre-show. Today, Oscar host Jimmy Kimmel. Plus, we take you inside the makeup transformation of the movie Wonder. And Noah has an exclusive sit-down interview with the cast of PassionFlix, the Matchmaker's Playbook. Noah shares his Oscar predictions with actor Luke Guldan. Plus, our in-studio guests Vickie Moore, Sophie Adams, and Danielle Wilson are here. It all starts right now. Now here is Noah Wilson.
Hello, welcome everyone. Thank you. Happy Oscar Sunday. It's the Oscars. I'm excited because that means everyone's gonna get all glammed up and ready for the big night. Okay, you guys, so, I've been having to preview a lot of these films, because I'm watching them, doing my research, for the Oscars. Well, I watched this one. It's called Get Out. It has Daniel Kaluuya and Allison Williams. So they're the two leads in this film. I thought I was going to have a heart attack. I mean, it was a great movie. I loved it, but I'm not good with watching horrors. Horror movies kind of creep me out. It was a horror thriller film, and I think we have my reaction to the film. Take a look.
How do you feel now?
I can't move.
You're paralyzed. Now, sink into the floor.
Wait.
Sink.
That was my reaction. And who doesn't love a cat? I mean, come on now, we love cats. All right, let's move on. Another film that really touched me dearly is the movie Wonder with Jacob Tremblay and Julia Roberts. It is a movie that I think we all need to see during this time period. It's about teaching our kids and just learning about being kind to one another. And I love this movie. The cast was incredible. They did such a terrific job. It's a story about a young boy named Augie Pullman who has facial differences. And Jacob Tremblay, he portrayed and played Augie, and he did a terrific job. And I don't know how they did it, but they are up for an award, and the award they are up for is Achievement in Makeup and Hairstyling. And we have a video of the team doing the makeup transformation with Jacob. Take a look.
I never got to see you anymore. I missed your face. I know you don't always like it, but I love it. It's my son's face.
When I was reading the script, I was wondering how are they gonna make him look, and will the actor be able to sort of communicate the emotions underneath this makeup to make it sort of believable that he has facial differences.
I was never gonna do it if it was gonna become a CGI animation because it wouldn't feel like a real kid. It has to be a real kid. It's a cornerstone to it.
The fact that Jacob was 9 and him being able to shoot so many hours a day was a problem because makeups normally of this type take close to 3 hours at least. And that couldn't happen because then you don't have time to shoot, really. So I knew from the beginning that this had to be designed and come together in such a way that it could be applied with maybe in 1.5 hours.
And he constructed this makeup and has gotten the time down to basically putting out an hour and a half, which is astonishing in and of itself. But just a beautiful application that really transforms this young boy into Augie.
He has a complete silicone neck and chin and cheeks, and then a complete face and nose, fake ears, underskull, wig. Then he has contact lenses and teeth. I don't think a lot of people realize what he's completely covered. In the end, really, his arms are his own. That's it.
Every morning, I get into the makeup chair and Robert Pandini combs my hair back so they can put the prosthetic on. And then after he does that, I have to sit in the chair for an hour and a half. So every morning we put on a movie, and I would usually watch a movie while they put it on. First, they put on the helmet, and then they start to glue on the neck, the chin, the cheek pieces. And then after that, they glue on the headpiece. And then Robert Pandini comes again and puts on the wig.
We would start painting and finishing the makeup. We'd put the teeth in, and then the lenses were last. We wouldn't pull the eyes down until we were actually on set to save that extra half an hour before he would actually film.
And he had this system whereby he would attach these things here, and if you, with a click in the back of the head, it would do this to his eyes.
He has it underneath the wig. It had a mechanical device to pull his eyes down, so they're droopy. And we could lock it and unlock it, because I knew it would be very uncomfortable throughout filming if he constantly had that glued down.
That was practical.
I couldn't wait to get to spend the whole summer in this. You know why? Because sometimes it got itchy, but other times, if you really didn't think about it that much, it was like there was a nice cozy warm cocoon around your head.
Okay, so I'm feeling great about the Oscars. I can't wait to see who's going to take home an award. And we have a big show for you guys today. Today on our show, actor Luke Guldan is here. He's going to give some Oscar predictions in a few minutes. Plus, from PassionFlix's The Matchmaker's Playbook, we're going to have Nick Bateman, Caitlin Carver, Tyler Johnson, and Justine Albert. They're going to be here to chat about the new film, exclusive sit-down interview. Plus, Jimmy Kimmel himself, he's back. He's hosting the Oscars for the second time. One of my favorite late night hosts. We'll get to hear what he has to say about hosting again. All right, we have a great show, and also we have our in-studio house guests as well. We have Vickie Moore, one of the owners of Kid Moore Productions, who is here as well, and actress Sophie Adams. She's going to be joining us, along with my twin sister. She's going to make an appearance, Danielle Wilson. So we have a great show for you guys, and we're going to be right back in just in a few moments. Stick around. Welcome back, everyone, to our Oscars pre-show celebration. For our next guest, he really needs no introduction. He's an actor, he's a model, he's a fitness expert. Please welcome to the show, Luke Guldan. He's joining us through VI Skype. Happy Oscar Sunday, Luke.
Hey, what's going on, Noah?
All right, Luke, let's go ahead and get to some predictions right now. Let's start off with Best Actor. Okay, so performance by an actor in a leading role. Here are the nominees. Timothée Chalamet in Call Me By Your Name. Daniel Day-Lewis in Phantom Thread. Daniel Kaluuya in Get Out. Gary Oldman in Darkest Hour. And Denzel Washington in Roman J. Israel Esquez. All right, so Luke, I'm going to start off here, and then I'll let you give your prediction. I personally think Timothée Chalamet in Call Me By Your Name will win, is because he is one of the youngest to be nominated in this category for Best Actor in decades. This has been decades ago. He's 22 years old, and also the fans, they really are connecting well. They have a great rating, this movie does, and here's what one of the fans has to say about this film. This was from a fan. Best movie of 2017 for me, I drove 100 miles. What? Can you believe that? I drove 100 miles to see it and didn't let me down. I've never walked away from a movie feeling better for having seen it. For the first time, a gay-centric movie where no one died or was left beaten in an alley or left to die. Nobody was disgraced for being who they are. We need more movies like this. So everyone really seemed to love this film, and also there was an LGBT film last year that took home for Best Picture of the Year that won. You know, it was the big talk, Moonlight. Luke, how about you?
You know, it's hard to tell. I mean, it's like everyone's so fantastic, right? But I just, I'm going to lean toward Gary Oldman just because I saw a screening with him and got to speak to him. And I just, he's been at it for a long time. And I think it's overdue and well-earned.
You've wanted this your entire adult life?
No, since the nursery. What do the public want me?
It's your own party to whom you'll have to prove yourself.
I'm getting the job only because the ship is sinking. It's not a gift, it's revenge.
All right, so let's go to Best Actress in a Leading Role. Here are the nominees. Sally Hawkins in The Shape of Water. Love her. Frances McDormand in 3 Billboards Outside of Ebbing, Missouri. Margot Robbie in I, Tonya. Saoirse Ronan in Lady Bird. Meryl Streep in The Post. All right, Luke, I'm going to let you start off. Tell me, who do you think is going to take home Best Actress?
Well, I think everyone was fantastic, and it's just because all the films are so different. But that being said, I really enjoyed Shape of Water. It was just such a unique film, and I was just really impressed with well, everybody but Sally Hawkins.
Me too, Luke. Sally Hawkins, I love her, and I have to say, something about her, I mean, is she just did such a terrific job of taking on and playing, you know, the character Eliza, because that's her character in the film. Seeing the story and kind of seeing how Eliza, you know, sees the world in The Shape of Water, it was just beautiful to watch, and it's a great love story. And she falls in love with a fish man.
They were just so, I mean, the duo, I mean, it was great. And Michael Stahlberg was awesome too. I want to give him a plug. I mean, Michael Shannon, fantastic. I love his work. I've seen him live several times in New York. But Michael Stahlberg was great, playing the kind of, I guess, Russian spy scientist in Shape of Water. But he was also the father. He was the father in Call Me by Your Name as well. And not, I don't know, at least in the forefront, you know, I didn't see too much talk about him, but he's been around for a long time, and man, what a fantastic actor, that guy.
If you look at this, look, some of the best minds in the country peeing all over the floor in this here facility.
Thank you so much, Luke. This has been fun. Also, before we go, do you have any new projects coming soon? Anything you want to tell us?
Got a couple of things in the works, and I'm going to be posting a few updates on my Instagram, Luke Guldan Official, so check that out, and yeah, looking forward to seeing the show. Thanks for having me.
Thank you so much. This has been a lot of fun. Happy Oscar Sunday to you. Okay, so coming up next, Jimmy Kimmel. We're going to get to hear what he has to say about hosting the Oscars again. We'll be back. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to our Oscars pre-show celebration. Hope you're enjoying the show. All right, well, he's back. He's hosting the Oscars again. The one, the only Jimmy Kimmel. I love him. He's one of my favorite late-night TV hosts. And here's what he has to say about hosting the Oscars once again. Take a look.
The best part of hosting the show, and I know this sounds kind of corny, but you have this project that you and a bunch of people that you work with are working on, and there's a lot of focus on it. There's a lot of pressure. You have a deadline. You're hoping it goes well, and you all work together, and then it does actually go well. That almost never happens. So that process, I think, and the result was the best part. You do have to prepare for things to go wrong. You have it in your head that everything will go perfectly, but that almost never happens. So I think part of it is experience, just having been there on a stage in situations like this. It gives you the confidence and serenity to comment on the action happening around you. With that said, you never expect something like what happened last year to happen. It just never occurs to anybody. It's great to be asked the first time. It's an honor and all that stuff, and something that, you know, every comedian, I think, imagines themselves hosting the Oscars. There's no show bigger than this. But to be asked back a second time is much better, because it means you did well the first time. It's a crapshoot the first time. They have no idea how you're going to do. You have no idea how you're going to do. So it's definitely a little blue ribbon.
That was Jimmy Kimmel. Isn't he the best? I can't wait to see him host the 90th Oscars tonight on ABC at 8/7 Central. Hello to Tosca, Gina, and Joni. I hear they're watching the show. Much love to them. I love those three ladies. They're powerful women in film. Love them. But yeah, I got to chat with the cast for the new film, The Matchmaker's Playbook. Nick Bateman, Tyler Johnson, Caitlin Carver, Justine Albert, and here's what they have to say about their all-new film. Take a look. Well, the girls go crazy over our next guest. He's a model, an actor, and entrepreneur. Please welcome Nick Bateman, joining us through Skype.
Hello, everybody.
Hi, it's great to have you on.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
So, happy Oscar Sunday.
Yes.
Oscars. So, are you doing anything fun for the big night?
To be honest, I am not.
Oh.
I'm being a bad actor, not indulging in the Oscar festivities. Like I told you before we jumped on here, I got back from Vegas yesterday.
Yes, you did.
Did a little extracurriculars there, had some fun with my buddies. But yeah, tonight I'm getting back to work. I kind of got to catch up on everything I missed out on the weekend. So.
And you look great in your tux, by the way, Noah.
Well, thank you. You know, we're celebrating the Oscars. Are you doing anything fun for Oscar Sunday?
I am actually. A good friend of mine who's in the industry is having a little get together, and we have a little friendly betting, as it were, on the winners. So it's a lot of fun. But I'll tell you what. Right now, I feel very underdressed next to you.
Well, you're wearing black, which is good. You know, so happy Oscar Sunday.
Yeah. I'm so excited.
So, I told you it's nominated for multiple awards tonight. How exciting are you, especially to know that Margot Robbie, she is nominated for Best Actress, and Allison Janney is nominated for Best Supporting Actress. I mean, this is a phenomenal film as well.
Yeah, I mean, it was such an honor to be a part of. It's probably one of my favorite movies this year, maybe even ever. And I'm not just biased, but Margot and Allison are two incredible actresses, and really everyone in the movie was incredible to work with. So I'm excited for them. My fingers are crossed for them, and can't wait to see what happens.
Okay, so let's go ahead and talk about your PassionFlix film, The Matchmaker's Playbook. You played the lead. You played Ian. So how did you get approached to be a part of one of PassionFlix's films?
It's actually very funny. I was talking with Tosca about one of her previous films that she was doing, and I was in Ukraine at the time, and I just wasn't able to make it work. And then when I came back, about 3 or 4 days before this started shooting, I got a request to do like an audition self-tape type thing for this, and it was for one of the supporting roles. And I was looking at the script, and I'm like, oh my god, this is really funny. I'm like, I like this. I don't want the supporting role, I want the lead role. So I told my manager to reach back out to Tosca and say, I really like it. I think it's hilarious. I love it, but I would want to do the leading role if that's available. And then they came back and they said it's available. And they made an offer to me, and I obviously graciously accepted, and we started shooting 3 days later. So I literally found out that I was shooting this movie 3 days before shooting started. So I didn't have much time to prepare. I kind of just jumped right in, and then we went into 12-hour days and just working hard. It was fun. Everyone on set, I had a great time. So, but it was funny just to jump in 3 days in.
Working with Nick was just an incredible thing, because we both kicked off. The film is a bromance between Lex and Ian, but in real life, there's a bromance between Tyler and Nick. At some level, I mean, look, I don't want to blow his tough guy exterior here, but Nick Bateman is one of the sweetest gentlemen ever, and on the first night of shooting, the first night that he had ever met me, in fact, I was having my shower resealed for a guest that was coming, and Nick let me shower in his shower. I mean, who does that? Who does that? Only Nick Bateman. So much love to you, Nick Bateman.
Yeah, Nick Bateman. A little bromance going on there.
Just mad love for that. Just mad love for that kid. Well, that man. We're the same age.
Kid? He done with that. Kid? I'm the one that's the kid. You aren't the kid.
Yeah, well, term of endearment, really.
I mean, Tyler Johnson, he's hilarious, isn't he? Isn't he the best? He's the best.
He's so fun. We've taken class together at a studio together, so I've known him for a bit. But I've always enjoyed his company, and he's really fun. Like, we'll definitely have those moments, because we have a lot of scenes together, and we'll have even more in the sequel. So we have those moments where we'll just look at each other and we'll just start cracking up, because we already know what we're thinking about. Or he's oftentimes where I get, a little antsy or nervous, and he'll just kind of like make everything more grounded and kind of just relieve the stress from
So
everything.
sweet. So
Yeah.
sweet. Gina, Tosca, and Joni, I'm telling you, 3 women in film that are, I mean, I love them so much. And, you know, you were on set with them for, you know, a good while filming this movie with the cast. So how was it like being able to work with powerful women that are directing and, you know, writing this film?
I mean, it's exactly what we need right now is more female filmmakers. So it was really such an honor. Tosca's amazing. I couldn't have done this movie without her, honestly, without her guidance and her direction. She really made it a comfortable space and a fun atmosphere, which I think is important when making a movie. And all of the producers and everyone behind PassionFlix, they're just such genuine, wonderful people, and they are so creative, and I can't say enough good things about them. I really just, I honestly had such a wonderful experience working for them.
Oh, for sure. And I know when, you know, they were here filming Hollywood Dirt in Madison, Georgia, just it's something about being around them and that full, you know, cast and crew. I mean, it's just, you feel something in you that you don't feel on other movie sets. Something about PassionFlix. It's just something about them that I love so deeply, you know?
Yeah, there's like a sense of comfort around them. And I think it's because they're like artistic, female, powerful women. And yeah, like you said, you just feel a certain energy when you're around them that's really powerful and awesome. Yeah.
So you guys can check out my entire interview with the cast of the PassionFlix's The Matchmaker's Playbook. Just head on over to our YouTube channel, youtube.com/iHollywoodTVOfficial. We'll have those posted and live on our YouTube channel, followed after the broadcast. All right, well, we're going to wrap up the show here, and coming up next, we're going to have our in-studio guest, actress Sophie Adams, actress here locally in Augusta, Georgia. One of the owners of Kenmore Productions, Vickie Moore, will be here, and my twin sister, Danielle Wilson. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Noah's Oscars pre-show, everyone. Well, here joining me is my twin sister, Danielle, Vickie, and Sophie. First of all, we want to thank all of our cast and our crew for, you know, putting together such a fantastic Oscars pre-show celebration. Thanks to Michelle Prodigo from Blossom's Model and Talent for our wonderful set design. She did such a fantastic job, you guys. Vickie Moore, one of the owners of Kenmore Productions, and Mr. Kenmore for letting us come in and film our show here. Thank you guys so much.
You're so welcome.
So thankful. And thanks to Juliet Ford as well for helping us put this show together as well.
Couldn't have done it without her.
Yes, we could not have done it without her. Women in film, all women that work. Vickie, Michelle, Juliet. I love it. Love it. All right, so we have some Oscar facts before we go and before everyone tunes in. I love the Oscar red carpet. Do you guys like the
Absolutely.
red carpet? I mean, I can't wait to see what my friend Kelly Ripa is going to be wearing on the red carpet. You know, host of Live.
Absolutely. I love to see the dresses.
Yeah.
It's the one time I think every woman is thinking, oh, let this dress and these shoes just get me going.
So, how many Americans watched the 89th Oscars? How many Americans do you think watched last year's Oscars, Vickie?
2.8 million.
Oh, well, Vickie, it's way more. Yeah, oh, it's up higher than that. Come on, Sophie. Let's see if you can get it.
I'm gonna go for 4 points.
It's way more.
Really?
Like, we're past, I'll give you a hint, 10,000. Not 10,000.
10 million?
10 million.
Oh,
yes,
wow.
We're fixing to have a little too much. Drinky, Lucy. Anyway, so yes, it's past 10 million. So I'll give you guys another chance, but Dingo, what do you think?
So I guess it's 20 million.
Oh, that's close. That's close.
If that's close, then I'm going to go with 18.9 million people.
No, going down now. It's close. It's up a little.
I'm going to go 35.
Oh my God, you almost got it right. It's the average U.S. audience that watched last year's Academy Awards was 33.0 million.
Wow.
It's crazy.
It's crazy, isn't it? 33 million people tuning in.
It is crazy.
All right, well, that's our show. Thank you so much, Vickie, Sophie, and Danielle for being our in-studio guests. Have a great evening. We love you guys for watching.